I'm definitely excited for it. I'm ready for it. It's been a long time, having that layoff. It was not what any of us wanted, but it's good to have baseball back and be ready to go tomorrow. Limits, I don't think I'll have any. It's just going to determine the game. I'm built up for 100 pitches. I'll be ready to go, whatever they need me.
Nate, this is a season unlike any other. Typically, when a long major league season starts, pitchers can kind of ease into it. But with 60 games, I don't know. I don't think so much. Do you feel a need to get after it fast in general, and there's no time to ease into anything?
Yeah, I mean, typically coming into any season, I don't think I really try to ease into it. But especially now, I mean, it's as if we're fighting for first place. I know everybody's going to be tied, record-wise and things like that, but it's you come out the gate ready to go. It's you're competing, you got 60 games, you don't know what can happen in that time, and you got to try and get hot as soon as possible.
Nate, do you view the Red Sox as underdogs this season?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, with everything that's been going on, for sure. But again, I think a lot of people are sleeping on us. I think we're going to come out, we're going to surprise a lot of people. Our offense hasn't changed that much. We still got a lot of guys that can swing it, and then pitching staff is the only thing I feel like we're going to have to step up and fill in some roles.
Nate, obviously you made a lot of big starts in your career already, but what does it mean for you to make an opening day start here at Fenway Park for the Boston Red Sox?
Yeah, I mean, that makes it even more special with it being here with the Red Sox. I'll take it any way I can get it. I'm excited for it for sure. But again, I feel like I got to go out there and I got to set the tone for us and, go out there and get quick outs and go deep in the ballgame.
How important is it for the Red Sox to get off to a quick start?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the team that's going to be able to start out the hottest and stay hot, it's going to make it into the playoffs. I know they say it's not how you start, it's how you finish. But in this scenario, I feel like you got to start out hot and you got to, ride that wave and keep going.
Nathan, obviously, players develop a routine over a course of time and they get comfortable with that. It helps them perform on the field. Are there any changes that you're going to have to make tomorrow, considering the changes to the ballpark, the changes to the clubhouse, social distancing, whatever? You're going to have to arrive earlier, throw your bullpen at a different time, just anything that you might do that's different?
No, I mean, along those lines, I don't think so, especially on game day. It's kind of set out. Everybody kind of gets out of the starter's way. I'm able to do whatever I need to. I think we've got a good routine now, whether it's dealing with the trainers, letting them know ahead of time if we want treatment, you kind of set a time for it. Weight room, kind of the same thing. I don't think it's going to be too much different. And plus, I feel like everybody's kind of developed into a new routine. It's new, but, they may not like it as much. But, they're working on a new routine of just not being able to be at the field all day, not being able to be in the cage, not be able to hang around each other. I think the social distancing is going to be the biggest difference. But, again, I feel like we're all kind of prepared for that and, we're aware of it.
Nate, has COVID bonded you guys as a team in a way different than the usual factors of baseball?
I don't know. That one's tough. It's just it's hard to be around each other. You know what I mean? Everybody's aware that we can't be too close, but it's kind of eliminated all the chit chat, hanging around each other as much. I feel. We get to see each other a lot on the field, but again, our practices have been kind of short. We're not shagging BP. We do a lot of talking during then, pitching wise, and same with the outfielders and anybody else who's out there shagging. So, I'm excited for the games to get going. We'll all be able to, be down there in the dugout with one another or under the tents. But, I think everybody's just ready for baseball to start up again.
Hey, what is it like for you growing up as a kid, just even now playing when you hear those words opening day? What's it always meant to you?
For me, it's, the aces on the mound on opening day. They're ready to take the ball and go out there and compete. So, opening day, it's the first game of the season. You want to start out on top.
So obviously a lot of cool moments in the career, when you get called up to the big leagues and what have you. When your manager tells you that you're getting the opening day start, how cool a moment is that?
Yeah, it's awesome. Again, I'm super excited for it. I'm ready for it to, ready for the game to start. I'm trying not to think too much of it. Make sure you get a good night's rest and be ready to go tomorrow. But I mean, having that nod for opening day, it's a special moment for sure.
Nate, you mentioned earlier that you feel really strong. Compared to other points of your career, how would you say you feel?
I mean, I would definitely say right now I feel the best. The best I felt in a long time. I don't want to compare it like to the 2018 playoffs, things like that. We haven't been playing the games as much, but mechanically I feel locked in. I feel like the ball's coming out of my hand really good. I feel like the placement, if I'm missing, it's by small margins and things like that. So right now, being in tune with my body and things like that, I feel locked in right now.
Nate, if this were a normal season, who would you have at the game tomorrow?
Yeah, I mean, that's the hard thing right now. All my family, like, they're so excited for me, for opening day, and they want to be here, but they can't. So, my dad's frustrated. He's like, man, I almost want to just fly up to Boston to say I'm in Boston with you. But, I mean, I'd have a lot of my family here for sure.
I mean, like, more than 10, or like what would be like a rough number of people you think?
Yeah, I mean, I'd probably around 10, 15, probably. I mean, for that opening day series, everybody would be wanting to come out for sure, and especially since I got the opening start. So, I mean, I don't know. Might have more people wanting to fly in, come visit too, but I mean, they usually respect the fact that, I take my game day serious. I'm not hanging around too much before or after. It's once the game's over, and then when it's time to hang out and have fun. But leading up to it, I take it all pretty serious.
Are your people gathering anywhere to watch it or to be together? I guess.
I've had a couple of buddies back home saying like they're gonna have barbecues and stuff, be watching the game. Been asking like what how they're gonna be able to watch them. Like I'm not really sure. MLB app, I guess. Nesson, but.
Nate, how motivated are you just to kind of prove something this year after how last year went for you with the injury and everything?
Yeah, I mean, with it being a shortened season too, I'm excited. I never think I'm going to get hurt, but I can't really control that too much. I've been trying to do everything I can to prevent it. Yeah, I'm definitely excited. Like I said, I've been feeling really good, strong. I feel like a lot of the times when I do get hurt, it's when I'm a little off mechanically, and then my body gets a little bit more sore than normal. But I feel like I've been able to stay on top of my mechanics and stay locked in, stay strong. It's going to be a big season for us, and I know I got a big role to fill, and I'm ready for the challenge.
Nate, you talked in 2018 about how the moment, the crowd, the adrenaline helped to fuel your performance. In this environment, from a mental standpoint, how are you going to be able to kind of generate that adrenaline?
I'm going to try and take it start to start, and really the team I'm facing. Right now we're going to have the Orioles, and haven't faced anybody other than ourselves. Since spring, so. Just having them in the box, having the other batters to face. I mean, my adrenaline's going to be up there, but it's going to be hard to replicate, all that adrenaline you'd be feeling from the crowd, the cheering, and, or the booing, things like that. I'm going to do my best. It's just going out there. And again, like right now, it's going to have another team in the box, and the juices are going to be flowing for sure.
What are your overall expectations for the group this year? And what are your feelings on that?
I mean, again, it's step by step. We're going to take it game for game. We win the games, we're going to make it to the playoffs, and then eventually the World Series, and that's what it's going to come down to. And we got to make sure we do the little things right. I expect us to make the playoffs. I expect that every year out of us. Again, our lineup is one of the best in the leagues. It's the pitching staff. I feel like it's going to have to get everybody, keep us in the games, and get ready to win.
Nate, you talked about earlier in the summer camp about implementing your slider a little bit more. How do you feel about that pitch after you're coming out of this summer camp going into the season?
I feel a lot more confident in it. It was one of those pitches I kind of just started throwing again, and it took off. And I mean, the confidence is built up a lot. Right now I feel like all my pitches right now feel really good coming out. So just going to be using them the right time in the games and not trying to do too much with it.
You mentioned the strength of the lineup. Does the lineup affect at all how you approach your start?
I'm sorry, say it again.
You mentioned that the strength of the lineup and having that lineup as being a key to this group. Does that affect how you approach your start?
No, I mean, whatever team I'm facing, I mean that's my side of the ball, and I'm going out there trying to compete against them, and I'm trying to throw up zeros, regardless what the score is. I mean, unless we have a blowout, I might try and get quicker outs, things like that. But I mean, for the most part, I'm attacking the hitters and trying to get as fast outs as possible.